Jace Peterson with the Oakland A's, and you're listening to Jim on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Base show. For today's very special guest, we have on Jace Peterson from the A's. Jace, it's good to see you.
Good to be here, man. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you, and I was curious, you're from Texas, right? So
Louisiana. So I'm close. I'm close to Texas. I'm right on the line, so I'm in Louisiana, but I spend a lot of time in Texas as well, so close enough.
Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you there.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I love Texas. Texas is my people, too, so I love them.
And I think, did you go to college out there, or where'd you go to school?
I went to McNeese State in Louisiana. So I've always been in Louisiana, born and raised there, went to school there, so that's home for me.
And you played football, though, right? So is football your favorite sport, or?
You know, I do love football. I like basketball. I love all sports, really. Grew up playing all sports, so I kind of like them all. But I'd say right now I do enjoy watching NFL. I love NFL football. I love college football. But baseball is kind of my job, so I enjoy baseball as well.
Well, I'm curious, who were some of your favorite teams and players growing up? And it doesn't have to be just baseball.
You know, my grandpa is from Minnesota, so I always liked the Vikings. I also always pulled for the whole NFC South. I feel like, good or bad, that's always a really competitive division. So I always enjoyed watching the NFC South. And then obviously the Houston Astros. That was close to me. So being right there in Louisiana at Lake Charles, Houston was the closest team, and I always enjoyed watching the Astros.
Have you met any sports idols then, being a pro baseball player? Or?
You know, I've got to meet a lot of people through this game. So there's so many guys that I've got to play with, guys I've got to meet, guys that I've been coached by. So tons of athletes that I've been able to be fortunate enough to come across and cross paths with. So it'd be hard to name one in particular for sure.
Well, you're a dad, right?
I am, yep.
How many kids do you have?
Two daughters, okay. Yep.
So I thought it was interesting, your sister-in-law, right, is Mallory Swanson, your ex-teammate's sister?
So, yes, Mal is my wife's sister.
Okay.
And, yeah, Mallory Swanson and Dansby, both great people, love them to death, their family, and enjoy watching Mal do her thing and then Dansby do his thing. So it's a competitive family, to say the least, so we get together for Christmas and Thanksgivings. We always have some fun.
Well, Mallory, obviously a great soccer player, World Cup, Olympian, right? So I thought for your daughters, maybe she'll get them up to speed with soccer, you know?
Yeah, you know, my wife, Mallory is unbelievable, and my wife honestly is just as good. She played at Oregon. She did the USA thing for a year, and then kind of just ready to kind of be done with it and moved on a little quicker. But Mallory is an unbelievable talent. I got to watch her whenever me and my wife first got together. So watching both of them play soccer, they're two of the best girl athletes I've ever seen.
Are you the cool dad then? Are you strict, or who's the rule enforcer?
I feel like we both do a pretty good job of enforcing the rules, but you know, I'm blessed with two beautiful daughters who are very well behaved, a little mischievous at times, but I feel like that's what you want.
One last question here. Curious, since you've been in the league for a while, when you go on plane rides, what's kind of your MO? Are you listening to music? Are you sleeping? Are you playing cards?
Yeah, I'm a card player, man. I like to play cards. Just kind of kick back, relax with the guys, and play some cards. That's kind of my thing.
Well, I know you got a road trip coming up, so maybe we'll get some good card games in.
No question. We'll be on some cards. We'll be on the card table. So those show flights are fun, man, to mix up some cards for sure.
Well, Jace, it's nice meeting you. Thanks for coming on the show, and looking forward to seeing you here in Oakland for the rest of the year.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.